Gatorland started in 1949. Owen and Pearl Godwin started it, and he had a dream of sharing the beauty of Florida's natural animals and wildlife with the few tourists that were coming through back then, and most of it was wintertime business. They were snowbirds that would come down. Gatorland was not just a theme park back in the 80s and the early 90s, but we were also an alligator farm. So about 1998, we decided to become more of a conservation, natural, beautiful exhibit theme park and show people the beauty of Florida's animals and environments and plants. And that's where we turned our focus in the late 90s and really became a conservation-oriented tourist attraction.
In 1971, when Walt Disney World opened, I was fortunate enough to be a cast member at the time. And this particular thoroughfare here was the entrance to the Osceola County tourism area, which was in its infancy at the time. Disney had the Polynesian Hotel and the Contemporary Hotel, and that was all the rooms they had. So on my left was a place called Carlando, which opened in about 74-5, and actually was the first real bedroom hotel to the Disney complex. From there, everything kind of worked its way through the corridor all the way to the city of Kissimmee.
Most people don't know that this originated as a beautification committee with the chamber. Back in the late 70s, early 80s is when we came up with the idea that we had to do something about this West 192 road because it was getting attention all over the world of being a very unsafe place to be. We knew that we couldn't do it. We could plant trees and flowers, but we couldn't do anything about the road. And then FDOT decided that it was time to widen this road, and it sort of happened over the next 5 or 8 years. And that was another process that started. They allowed us to include, with just the roadway, the bus shelters where we are today. We wanted to make it beautiful. We wanted to make it safe. We really, really, really wanted a safe place for the people of Osceola County and the tourists that come into our area to be able to drive and enjoy the restaurants, enjoy the hotels, enjoy life on West 192.
Old Town opened in 1986 and there wasn't a lot out here. For tourism, it really was Disney, people staying out here and going to Disney. So Old Town gave tourists and locals some place to come to that was a themed park. And I think that truly was the beginning of the explosion of 192. Old Town will be celebrating 40 years next year and certainly has had its ups and downs in the community. Over the 40 years, a lot has come in and out of Old Town, as you would expect. When the two families decided to open Old Town, they engaged Linda to do the leasing for the center. And so Linda Goodwin leased the entire center of Old Town, and some of those tenants are still here today, which I think is pretty amazing.
Osceola County today is really known as the vacation capital, home capital of the world. And that really started in the early 2000s with the development of a project called Reunion, which began selling these vacation homes to basically individual owners who wanted to make an investment, but also wanted a place to vacation. Osceola County from 2000-2010 really saw its first two convention and conference center hotels get developed. Just up the road, the Gaylord Palms opened a phenomenal project, which was known as Opryland when it opened. On the heels of that, in 2004, our development group here at Champions Gate opened the Omni at Champions Gate. And when it opened, it had 730 rooms and 70,000 square feet. By 2010, those two facilities boasted over 2,000 four-diamond conference center hotel rooms with over 400,000 square feet of meeting space, and really got us in the conference and conventioning game.
The tourism itself is, I think, really kicked off in Osceola County over the past couple of decades and really started to embrace it. And the fact that Disney has grown over into that part of Osceola County and the Celebration area and the 192 district really created a lot of interest in Osceola County. The work that the Chamber has done and the business associated with the Chamber, along with Experience Kissimmee, has really given a name and a brand to Osceola County. And I think it's on a trajectory just to do greater and greater things in that county and in Central Florida and in our region.
I don't know what today would be like in Osceola County if we didn't have this road. I really don't.